What's up, everybody? So a few days ago, I was live on my streaming channel and I was covering the extremely entitled streamer DSP, aka Darkside Phil. And while we were covering this, something dawned on me. It's that this guy is the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. Now, if you're not familiar with that, it's from the Bible, but that's not where I got my information and knowledge on them. I actually learned about that playing Darksiders 3, which is an excellent game where you hunt down the 7 deadly sins. And each one of them represent DSP to a T. And I thought this would be worth a deep dive. So in today's video, I will prove my theory that Darkside Phil Burnell, is the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. Let's get started. So we'll start with the easiest to prove, and without a shadow of a doubt, that is greed. DSP built his career on begging and guilt-tripping his audience into giving him money. Now, there are hundreds of thousands of instances of this that I could show you, but I will show you a brief compilation in this one particular stream. He begged over 50 times. That clip is 4 minutes long, so I'm not going to show you all of it, but I'll just give you a little bit of a taste of his greed.
This channel particularly does not get a lot of engagement. Please hit like on the stream. Contributions tonight, anything greatly appreciated. We want to keep the king streak alive. Please tip tonight. Let's hit that goal as soon as possible. If we hit it, we'll do goals. Let's get it up to 100 likes. Let's get some contributions, but in particular tips. Let's get the tips coming in. Let's get it going here tonight. Thank you. I received my second tip of the night. Thank you. Finally, the highest of the night. But guys, let's unseat that right now. Generous tip to fill the king's coffers and get that king's tips amount higher. $6 tip and a $7 tip. Let's have someone do an $8 tip right now. Let's just keep increasing the tip until we hit the goal. Now let's have someone do an $8 tip. Come on, who's going to be the $8 tipper to unseat Chocoboko? Let's get someone right now to do an $8 tip. If you are here enjoying the stream tonight, please give it a like. Please hit like right now if you're having a good time. Let's get it going with the tips. Like I said, let's have someone do 8, and then we can continue. We get the momentum going. I mean, unless you want to do bigger, support the stream. Let's keep the king streak alive.
So you guys get the point. I could keep this clip going, but it would go on for hours because he never stops begging. And it's not just about begging for money, but also hoarding certain items that are scarce. For example, when the Nintendo Switch 2 launched, you were only allowed to get 1 Switch per person, and he pre-ordered 2 because he's a greedy bastard, and that's why he got his order canceled. So it bit him in the ass in the end. Now, being a pretty frail and sheltered man, you wouldn't think that DSP is capable of wrath, but behind his keyboard, he is quite the warrior. And although he would never act like this in person, sometimes he is willing to threaten his audience and can show uncontrollable rage towards viewers that have very valid criticism. And one instance that I can think of is the mail you a spoon incident. People were calling him cringe, saying that he was comparing his life to a video game, that it was extremely hard to watch. His viewers weren't happy with this type of content, and he lost his shit.
You know, by the way, how about this? I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. So take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass, because I have the ability to make an observation that's factually fucking based. Oh. Just because I'm Darkside Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking... I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. It's a fucking fact that the characters in that game are going through what I have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're going to tell me I can't make a factual observation? How about you kiss my and I'm fucking pissed about it.
There are several other clips that showcases how unhinged this guy is and how he is not capable of controlling his anger, but I think this clip did more than enough to prove that. Now, you would think that Phil Burnell is rather safe from this sin because he is a rather asexual man that gets really pissed off when anyone mentions boobs or anything in video games. But there is that one incident where he could not control his lust and he started jerking off on a live stream. And the camera was on, everybody saw it. Luckily, they didn't see too much, but it was exposed to the world that this is what he did right before live streaming, and he didn't even wash his hands.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
So there are plenty of other incidents of him showing extreme lust, like with his first girlfriend. She was rather young when he started dating her, but we'll leave it at that for now. If you start watching DSP's content, you are going to notice extremely quickly that he is very jealous of content creators that are more successful than him. And one of the most obvious cases is with Maximilian Dood. They both started at the same time. They both made videos on the same genre, which is fighting games. One of them is extremely successful and still gets millions of views. And the other one is a pathetic bum that shakes a tin can on the internet asking for money.
Again, this is what I love. Someone just said in chat, well, I don't get it. It must be a problem just with you because other streamers like Maximilian Dood are not having the issue. Maximilian Dood, the mainstream, overly popular streamer who literally people would tune in to see him pick his fucking nose for 4 hours. You're going to compare him to me. We're not the same. You get it? We are not the same. Not even close, not comparable. It's an apples to oranges comparison. You don't know what you're talking about. That's the dumbest thing you could possibly say. Well, I don't understand, Phil. It's an issue for you, but not for this ginormous streamer that literally shits money, gets 4,000 sponsorships and partnerships, and has 400 times more viewers than you. Gee, I wonder fucking why. They live on another planet than me, genius. What are you talking about? It's the dumbest thing you could say.
Now, it doesn't end there because he's very jealous of Keemstar. He has admitted it multiple times in the past, and he's very jealous of Justin Wong. Now, Justin Wong is a very good Street Fighter player, something that DSP will never be, and he never misses out on the opportunity to show how bitter he is that someone else is better than him at a video game.
Justin Wong plays Super Street Fighter 4, a game with input shortcuts and the largest reversal window in any fighting game ever created. It is the easiest fighting game to play.
DSP always thinks the grass is greener on the other side, and he is jealous of pretty much everybody that is successful, but the problem is that he absolutely refuses to put in the work to be successful without begging. What DSP lacks in empathy and intelligence, he makes up for in appetite. You see, he has these segments that he called Feasting with the Pig or Gorging with the Pig, where every time he gets $1,500, he will order from fast food places. And most of the time, he will order several meals and eat quite a bit of it. Now, he says that he doesn't eat fast food, but every single time that he does these Gorging with the Pig session, it's always something greasy and extremely unhealthy.
So, here we go. Island. So let's take another one. Here we go. The Dragon Flame Grilled How to Train Your Dragon Whopper at Burger King. Devour. Here we go. I think if I take a bite right here, I might get a little bit of everything. I'm going to go right on the end here.
Believe it or not, his audience pays $1,500 per episode to be lucky enough to see this grown man eat fast food in a disgusting way. Now, this segment could have been a lot longer, but I'm going to spare your eyes and your ears, and we are going to move on to the next one. Alright, so I wanted to keep this segment towards the end of the video because I think if I would have put it at the beginning, it would have turned off a lot of the viewers. DSP is a filthy pig. He does these snorting sounds that are absolutely, utterly disgusting. And he is very capable of muting his mic so that his audience doesn't have to hear it. Whenever he does an interview or he's on someone else's panel, he will mute his mic and you will never hear the snorting. Now, he doesn't do that because one, he's too lazy, and two, he has utter contempt for his audience because he absolutely hates being a YouTuber, and he will leave these snorting segments on, and it's nothing short of disgusting. I will show you a small compilation. If you don't want to hear it, I don't blame you. There are chapters in the video, so you can skip towards the next section right away. Besides that, by his own admission, he lives in a totally rundown house where both bathrooms are broken and generating terrible smells. He leaves garbages in the garage and refuses to take care of it. He is living in an actual pigsty. Now, I do apologize that I had to show you that compilation, but it was necessary to get my point across. Now, just like in Darksiders 3, pride is to be tackled last. And this one is interesting because you would think there's no way DSP has pride. There's no way he is guilty of that deadly sin because he has nothing to be proud of. His channel is a failure. He's getting hundreds of views per video when he's been doing this for decades. He is constantly begging for money because he doesn't have any savings. He had a bankruptcy. He lives in a loveless marriage. What could he possibly be proud of? Well, you see, DSP is very much guilty of pride. Last year, a golden opportunity landed on DSP's lap. Keemstar, a successful content creator, was offering him $50,000 to be part of the show lolcow Live. Now, you see, DSP at the time was begging for $50 per stream, and $50,000 would be life-changing for him, but he was too proud to accept the offer.
He was being so fucking difficult. Hit my email line or email my business line. Go fuck yourself with your fucking email. So I told him publicly, bro, you're going to miss out on this $50,000 because I figured they get about a $50,000 sign-on bonus for the first fucking year of this podcast. All three of them. If I had to front the money, I'd front the money because I know this show would make a lot of money. I know this show would be wildly successful. That's how much I believe in this concept and this idea. So I'm talking to him in the DMs and he goes, listen, I got to stream at this time. I got to stream at this time and da-da-da-da. I don't fucking care when you stream. You're streaming in front of 200 people. End your fucking stream. Get the fuck on the phone with me so we can have a conversation about this. I can't. Okay, fine. So I wait till the next day. Try to hit him up. He's fucking streaming. Every time I try to have a fucking conversation with this fucking loser, DSP, he is streaming in front of 200 people making about, I'm going to say on average, $4 an hour. $4 an hour. Motherfuckers working at McDonald's makes more than that.
So a year later, he was asked this question by the Side Scrollers podcast. Why didn't you just accept the money? And this is what he had to say.
You had an opportunity with Keemstar and Drama Alert to go on there for it was $50,000 was being offered to you to go on this podcast, right? $50K. Why not do that? Like that's a giant amount of money. And yes, there's taxes attached to that. It's after it's all said and done, it's probably $30K, right? But why not just say, okay, I'll take your money and I'll spend a couple hours on your podcast. And that would clear up so much of your financial burden.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Keemstar story. Here we go.
Well, no, but just answer that question. I don't want to hear the story. I just want to know, like, why would you not take 50K?
Because that's not what happened. You've been told a story that's not true. I have to tell you what actually happened.
Please.
So there's a history with Keemstar where, you know, over the years, this guy has a horrible reputation on YouTube. You know, everyone knows it. I'm not going to crap on the guy here, but just go look on YouTube. You'll find out all about him and the things he said and did to people. And
he went on a very long rant, but basically, long story short, is that he didn't want to associate with him because Keemstar was too toxic. Meanwhile, DSP is one of the most toxic content creators on the planet. Now, you would think this would be the only instance of him showing pride because, like I said before, he doesn't have anything to be proud about, but that's not true. You see, a long time ago, he went to EVO, which is a fighting game championship, and he finished 4th place. The reason why is because all the big players weren't participating. The version of the game was pretty shitty. Now, instead of being content that he finished 4th place, he then twisted the story that he was actually the best player in America because the top 1, 2, and 3 players were from Asia. And he seems to be so proud of this for some odd reason, even though in of itself, it's not really an achievement.
I went to EVO 2005 literally with no friends, no one supporting me, and I got fucking 4th place at the tournament, top American that year. You have to understand that what an accomplishment that was. Okay? It was a huge one. It wasn't like, oh, I had a group of friends, we were chilling, we were supporting each other, we were practicing. No, it was literally me just performing at a top level in a fighting game with literally everyone against me. Every person wanted to see me fail, and I didn't fail. That's why that's meaningful to me. Alright? Not because these idiots, because it was an inferior version. Fuck you. Doesn't matter if I was playing fucking thumb wrestling. If it was the same thing in any competition, I would have still felt proud about it because of the way that it you know, went down, you know? No, I didn't meet John Rambo till many years later. I didn't meet John Rambo till 2006, and we actually didn't go to EVO together till 2007. That was the one we went together. Yep. Did I ever doubt myself back then? Of course I did. Of course I did. I didn't, you know, it was remarkable because here's someone who had no notable tournament placings in Super Turbo, right? I wasn't winning Super Turbo tournaments or anything. And, you know, to come out of literally nowhere and go to the Nationals and kick every major player's ass in a fucking row, back to back, spanking them left and right. It was pretty crazy.
When you ask DSP what's his proudest moment in his life, he's not going to say the day he married his wife or anything of the sort. He's going to talk about when he finished 4th at EVO. Now, I think I proved my point really well that DSP is the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. And let me know if you agree in the comment section. By the way, this video is free to use for everybody who wants to repost it on their channel. If you're a detractor, feel free to use the entirety of the video. No need to add commentary if you don't want to, because I want this to be spread as far as possible. So you have my permission to repost this on your channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you don't mind subscribing to the channel, if you enjoyed the show, that would be fantastic. Thank you in advance, and I'll see you guys on the next one.